Sales quota may be set for sales volume. Not only for sales volume, it can be set for expenses, it can be set for profits, it can be also for selling and non-selling activities also. Now we will have a detailed discussion about this topic in the coming slides, because we have a topic there. It talks about different types of sales quota. So in which we will have a more deeper understanding about these various types of sales quota. Now the next point is, every company is having an annual marketing plan in which they will clearly specify what is the target for the next operational year. So when they specify it, they will also make sure that this is given of special importance to each and every quarter sales target, each and every region quarter sales target, each and every district wise target, each and every branch wise target. As you can see, this annual marketing plan in which the sales target is given a very strong level of importance. So it would be desirable for a company to ensure that your entire sales quota achievement and sales quota planning and management decisions, everything is properly integrated with your annual marketing plan. You have to ensure that your sales quota dynamics is purely revolving around your annual marketing plan, because that will give you a better control, or that will give you the organization a better access to the sales results. So most of the companies are taking a very bold step to ensure that these sales quota decisions are taken at the annual marketing plan, and it's clearly been followed up. Now another point is that sales quota decisions and management, it always helps a firm to determine and control its net profit. Everyone knows that every sales activity in an organization is generating a profit. Every sales transaction is giving a profit to the organization. Now, based on the calculation, based on the estimation and forecast of sales of a particular operational year, every company can have an understanding about the net profit which they can earn from a particular operational year. So based on the estimation of the sales, this net profit is fixed, and this net profit can be again specified on different regions, on different quarters, on different districts, branch wise. It is possible. So it gives you a clear understanding to determine what should be the profit you can expect from each and every marketing unit who is working closely with the organization. Now, it also helps you to improve your net profit, because in some cases you can see that the sales is dropping down. Sometimes you can see that the expenses for the sales activities is increasing. So these are all affecting the net profit of the organization. If the sales is coming down, that will affect your sales. If the expenses is going up, your sales profit will be getting affected. So these are some of the stages where the company has to intervene, where the company has to see that why the sales is dropping down, what is the reason behind it, is there any problems in the demand of the product, is there any problem in the quality of the product. So they have to introspect, and they have to bring out some remedial measures to ensure that the sales is again picking up. Similarly, when the expenses is going up, in some cases, in some quarters, in some regions, uh, the expenses which are expected to be spent for the sales of the product, that may not have any control. So maybe due to some different reasons. So your organization has to identify why the expense is going up and how can you minimize it. So by doing all these activities, the companies can always ensure there is an amount of net profit is maintained in the organization. So this will help the sales quota decisions and the dynamics around it, which will help you to determine and control and improve your net profit of the organization. Now the final aspect in this topic is, it helps an organization to manage and control the sales operations in a much better way. uh, and I think I'll give you an example to explain this particular point, because there are many sales activities in an organization. There are different types of sales operations in an organization. If you look at the case of an insurance company, and if you're working as a sales executive in an insurance company, one of your major responsibility is to identify, recruit, and appoint financial advisors to your company. So why these financial advisors are required for you? Because through these financial advisors, you can reach to more number of customers. If you are only depending on your own personal contacts, and if your own efforts to identify new customers, that will be always having a limitation. So you need to have more people working with you as part of your network. So you need to have more financial advisors. uh, you have to identify such a people, some people who are little influence in the market, people who are little recognized in the market. So you can identify those people, you can convince those people, you can make sure that these people are willing to work for you. So you need to recruit these people, and you need to make sure that these people are appointed to your company as a financial advisor. Then naturally these people will be also having their own natural motivation to give you more customers, so that they will also get some incentives for it. So these people will introduce new customers to you. So your responsibility is to keep these people with you, and take these people to the new customer, interact with the customer, introduce the new product to the customer, introduce the insurance services to the customer, so that the customer is finally willing to take the insurance service from your company. Now, when a company is deciding the target for this executive, they will fix the target for these two kind of activities. One activity is, uh, every executive is supposed to identify and recruit and appoint at least two financial advisors every month. That can be one of the target. The second target would be like, this executive has to sell at least 10 different insurance services to various customers. So it again, it can be specified in the form of annual revenue, I mean monthly revenue also. Every executive is supposed to bring this much of premium to the company as their monthly target. So what happens is that when the company is specifying a target, a sales quota like this employee will get the motivation to work. The employee will be forced to work. So this is how the sales operation of an organization is getting noticed and is getting a kind of a momentum. So if you do not have sales quota, decisions and planning and management, the sales activity will get negatively affected. Sales activity will not gain any momentum. Sales activity will not get any movement in the market, so that your company will gradually come down. So we were talking about the example of an insurance company. Let's consider the case of an FMCG company. If an executive who is working with an FMCG company, his target decisions would be entirely different. The company may fix a target. For example, if the company is deciding that their new one of their new product is being launched in the market, this product has to make this much of sales in the introductory few quarters. So in order to have that product to be accepted by the customer, your retailer and your dealer should be also willing to accept this product. So naturally the company may organize a contest. They may organize a program in which more number of retailers and more number of dealers are willing to handle this new product to the customer, to introduce this product to the customer. So your job is to make sure that this contest is properly introduced to the dealers and the retailers, so that they are participating in this contest, and then they are holding more number of products, the new products, to the market. Sometimes the retailer has to keep more products, more inventory in their outlet. The dealer has to keep more inventory of this new product. So thereby the new product will eventually reach to the customer. So your target would be for that particular quarter or month would be to meet as much as of dealers and retailers, introduce this new contest to the customer, introduce this new product to the customer, I mean not to the customer, to the retailer and the dealer, and make sure that at least a certain percentage of the dealers and retailers are willing to join in this contest. In many cases, the readers and retailers, they may not be happy to join in such contest, because they feel that if they if they join in a contest that will be having some agreements and conditions, they have to sell more number of products, which may eventually become a burden for them. So many a times they will try to they will not, I mean, try not to join in this contest, and your responsibility is to convince them. So your target would be at least from your territory, you have to bring at least 80 percentage of the sales contest participation. So this is another target. And if the company has to ensure a momentum in this contest, definitely this executive has to be given a target. If the target is not given, the employee will work based on his own preferences, based on his interest. So that interest may not be in the benefit of the organization. So this is actually the dynamics of the sales quota. I mean, I've taken reasonable amount of time also to discuss the introductory part, discuss the dynamics of sales quota. And I'm sure if you are getting some case studies related to this, if you're having some practical experience related to this, it would be helpful for you. So make sure that you understand the concepts and dynamics of sales quota and planning and management in the proper way. And let's move on to the further slides to talk about a little more about the theoretical aspects of sales quota.